Hey there, Ashland. It's Martha Miller here with your Town Tea for the week of July 14th. So we've got a lot to get to, so I'm going to jump right in. Before we get to council updates, I'd like to mention that there is construction next week that is going to close a portion of England Street. That is July 21st to the 25th from Railroad Avenue to Maple Street. This is part of a waterline construction associated with the Streetscape project. So again, from Monday, July 21st to the 25th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., portions of England Street will be closed. Detours will be in place for local traffic. Businesses will remain accessible during that time, but large trucks, 18-wheelers, semis are going to be detoured completely around town to Ashcake Road. So please check out our social media and our other pages for information. There is a map of that detour in place. So jumping to council. So top of the meeting, Steve Trevette, our mayor, announced that Vice Mayor Hodges submitted his resignation from council for health reasons. That went into effect on Monday, July 14th. This is very sad news to hear, but certainly understandable given the health concerns that Vice Mayor Hodges has been battling now for some time, and he's indicated that he feels like he can no longer serve at the capacity that the town deserves. So we appreciate him putting the town first, but certainly we're sad and he will be missed here on council. Following that announcement, Mayor Trevette announced that the intention of our council to appoint former council member Kathy Abbott to serve in his place to the rest of his term, which was set to expire on December 31st of 2025. She can walk right in with her experience from day one, and also a benefit to that is an intention of appointing her. She's not actively running for election this November because Vice Mayor Hodges' seat is up for election, and so that was an important point. If all goes to plan, her appointment will be made official at the next council meeting on August 5th with a swearing in on August 19th. And we wish Vice Mayor Hodges well. Next up on the agenda, there was a rezoning in front of council. This for a property called Lakeview at Luck Farm, which is a small tract of houses that are planned to go in next to the Luck Farm development. Luck Farm is in Hanover County, and this piece of property is in the town of Ashland. And so the proposal has about 5 houses that are planned to go in. There was a considerable amount of public comment from community, especially those living in Luck Farm, about this development. And following kind of that community input process and some amendments to the offer there from the developer, council did vote to approve this rezoning. If you're interested in what the layout of those houses on the property will look like, you're welcome to go check those out. That's all in the agenda packet and in our minutes on our website. So the other thing of note at council that I wanted to bring up is we had an update from the homelessness task force, or unhoused persons task force, that has been assembled after council voted to adopt that ban on public camping. The task force has been meeting weekly to talk about suggested amendments to that ordinance to make it as compassionate as possible, as well as kind of chart forward a plan for how the town of Ashland, in partnership with a lot of our community organizations and how homeless outreach providers, responds to homelessness. So if you're interested in those edits, then please feel free to check out the minutes and the recording. There's a lot of great information, helpful information about homelessness in the area, the barriers to transitioning out of homelessness, and recommendations from these professionals in that field. Next up, I just want to mention quickly that last week our Parks and Rec committee chose a finalist for the functional artwork there at the trailhead for the Fall Line Trail, which is going to go behind the library. They went with a proposal from a company called TerraCycle, which blends kind of cycling culture, signage, art, as well as recycled materials. It's a really cool design. We're really excited about it. Again, you can view their full proposal in the Parks and Rec Committee minutes and the agenda packet. And that is expected to kind of be done and in place sometime this fall, hopefully October, November timeframe. And then a couple of other things I just want to mention quickly before we wrap this thing up. Next week, our Public Art Commission meets on Thursday. They'll be talking about their next public art installation program, this Art in Orbit, which is a lone sculpture program that will change out annually, something that as a staff person that gets to work on this project is really exciting for Ashland, so we would welcome input and folks coming out for that. And that's pretty much it for the next week or so in terms of public meetings. I did just want to add a special note of thank you to everyone out there that has been commenting on our post about Vice Mayor Hodges' resignation. A lot of well wishes. I know he's looking at them. And because of this, very special time for him and harder time for his family, we do just ask that everyone we know people mean well and they really want to reach out to him and share their thoughts and concerns. But, it's also would be great to have a little bit of privacy probably during this time. So we would encourage everyone to kind of respect that time with him and his family. And then the last thing I'll mention is another note of gratitude. So last week, For those of you that actually read the newsletter, our Talk of the Town, there was a little piece in there at the top about how to best engage with us kind of on a regular basis. I received a lot of really great feedback on that and comments of appreciation, which I just want to say I appreciate. Not only that you read the newsletter, but the message landed well, and that we all are kind of working towards how to continue to maintain civility and talk to each other in ways that are effective. As a town staff person, we are here to serve you, and we do love to hear from you. And so we would encourage you to kind of just continue. Those of you that are already giving us a lot of feedback, great. If you haven't and you're not sure how to, check out the newsletter. There's a lot of different options and ways to get involved that aren't a huge demand on your time. We try to make it easier for you. And if there is a way that you think we could be opening the door to you for more involvement, if there is a barrier you're encountering to engaging with us and giving us feedback or just understanding what's going on, please shoot me a message, reach out to us, let me know. If you have an idea of something we could be doing or doing better, I am all ears. I would love to hear it. All right, Ashland, that's all I have for you today, and I wish you a great weekend. Take care.